up for Ohio State.
You've waited all day for this.
He's going to take it to the house. 85 yards. Down the right side going Devin Smith. Got it at the 5 and into the end zone. Touchdown.
The one show that's nothing but the Buckeyes.
Oh, Graham Rucker for the touchdown. Graham shoots it high on the right for 3.
This is the Buckeye Show.
All right, happy Wednesday to all you fine Buckeye fans. Timmy Hall here with you, the Boatman back there running things on the desk. And Boatman, just real quick, might I say, sweet T-shirt. Start talking so the YouTube people can
thank you,
see
Timmy.
that
I
thing.
appreciate it. When I saw this, I got an email from, Fanatics or whatever it was after Team USA took the gold.
Yeah, you did.
What was that? Probably
I don't
a month
care.
ago, give
Yeah,
or take.
whatever.
And
Yeah,
I thought Herb Brooks would love this T-shirt. So if he
Jeez.
would love it, I would love
is
it.
fire.
Jeez, man, that is great. Got all the cartoon heads like it's a straight out of the 90s.
Right here. That's
Very
the most
dream
important
team.
one.
Oh,
Jason Tatum.
he likes his Jason Tatum.
Also, Derek White.
Bodie, that's going to age
Drew
well.
Holiday.
Make sure you take care
Oh,
of
yeah.
that. That's going to age
I
well.
got to. Plan on it.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you,
Is it the
Bodie.
hot water, cold water?
Yes,
I don't
cold
know.
water.
Cold water. Okay,
There
I got to
you
look
go.
into that because I normally just throw it in and whatever.
You
but-
got to help him, don't you? This is hot water.
It's
no,
going to
the
be tie-dye.
opposite.
It's going to be, don't wash it with a red or
Oh, yeah,
green.
definitely know that.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right,
got
all
the
right.
bare minimum basics down.
No fragrances, all right? Keep the Tide Pods away from it.
Copy.
Just natural, all right?
Natural.
Clear is what
Let
you
it air
want.
dry.
There it is.
Fine,
Throw
yeah.
it out on the
Sound
line.
of music. Whatever you need. That man right there, it is a Wednesday. That means it's a DeVier day. DeVier? Good
Man,
to see you,
thanks
buddy.
for having me, Tim.
Don't say thanks for having me.
thanks for having
No,
me, man.
please don't say that. You're on the show.
Absolutely,
Here.
man. Yeah, it's a beautiful day. This is my favorite time of the year when it, like right after it gets super hot and those mornings start to get brisk. Oh,
I'm so glad that
it's just the
I'm
perfect
so
time of
glad
year.
that I got another one around here.
Yeah, I'm
That's
a fall
like
guy.
me.
I'm a fall guy. Like, there's no better. Like, I like pumpkin patches. It's too early
You
for
can
me.
you can miss me with those, but
Well,
I'll take the weather.
Well, I like
Pumpkin
getting to the
patches, they're
seasons.
like those are like near death experiences. For
Really,
me.
I love the pumpkin patches, but like I'm not ready
Wait a
for a
few years.
Starbucks autumn drink yet, though. I'm not there yet.
You'll do the pumpkin spice
Not yet.
coffees,
Yep.
but you will. You'll get to a point where you'll do them.
I'm gonna have one in October.
Yeah, I can do like with the drinks and everything. I feel like I can do 1 6-pack
Yeah,
of like the specialty brews or whatever, and then I'm done.
yeah,
like one.
All right, bring on Christmas.
But the donuts are pretty
the
crushable.
pumpkin donuts.
Yeah, those are pretty crushable.
Yeah.
If we could stock them, if we could actually sell them when we say we're going to have them,
Yeah.
that would be good.
Absolutely.
That'd be a good thing. But, I do love a guy that likes that cold weather, that brisk air. We both know it's not here yet. We're getting some cool mornings, but we're going to go right back into the mid upper 80s.
Yep.
Well, hopefully once we kick into October, I mean, we'll be chugging away on this
Yeah.
football season. I will say, Saturday was fun. It was fun hanging out with you and Jen and Cam and everybody else and Matty Ice and Boom Heron.
Yeah, Boom.
Who was there doing some stage announcements for us. I thought he was a lot of fun. He played it well. He was hanging out, signing autographs, taking pictures with all the fans. And he told me his ideal football game temperatures is below 40.
He's from Warren, Ohio.
My
He's kinda
man.
different. Yeah,
He
that's
wants
crazy.
a cold game, not even just brisk. Like my ideal game, 55 degrees,
Yeah.
low wind, not a ray of sunshine. He's like, make it below 40, 38 degrees. I'm good.
Don't trust him because he wants it to just be a game where they're running the ball. That's all he wants. He doesn't care about passing, so he wants a cold weather, like wet game.
Well, you guys were great players, right? And Boom had his year where he was right around 1,200 yards rushing and 18 or 19 touchdowns,
Yeah.
and added a bunch of yards through the air as well. He had a great year there, with Tress's offense. He had a great career. He was a 3,000-yard guy. It's a great career. I don't have the all-time rankings in front of me, but I would gather that Boom's not too far outside of the top 10, maybe even in the top 10. I don't want to do him wrong like that, so I'll look it up. Or Boatman, he's looking that up. But there's something with a running back. and wanting it to be cold because you want to view yourself as the hitter.
Yeah.
Right? Like you have that kind of aggressive
aggressor.
the aggressor, that rushing style where sure the other guys would be thinking that, the linebackers out there and the safeties are the hit sticks, but when you think that you're the one doing the hitting, you give somebody that pop, you want to put some sting into those people.
It's been plenty of times where I had the block sealed and he still hits the guy. It's like,
right.
Just come out here, man.
Right.
It's like,
I will say, DeVier, you were rocking the Buckeye basketball.
yeah. The
LeBron jersey.
Yeah.
You were it was just a gun show. You didn't have a T-shirt under it or anything.
Well, here's
Good
the thing.
for you.
It was very hot, and as I get older, like I get into the Buckeye nostalgia. Like I take memorabilia and what I'm wearing as far as Ohio State. Like I take it seriously. Like yeah, you can go get a regular Buckeye T-shirt, but like with the throwback stuff with Mitchell and S.
God, we're like turning into the same person.
It's one of those things where you like, I like that piece. That's a nice piece.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Like if I can get a Bodie like national championship shirt from like 75 or something like that,
Well, even like what
or
he's
2002,
even
that
like
would
what
be
he's
sweet.
wearing today.
That I like
It's
that
got
style.
a little bit of a throwback look because that's
I
what
like
they
that
used to
style.
do back in the 90s where they
Yeah.
throw the whole team and they put the caricature faces on there.
Yes.
And like I can remember Chicago Bulls world championship
Yeah.
T-shirts that were looking like that in that style. But
Yeah, I'm
that
taking it
is
seriously.
that is so right. Like you get to a certain age too, and you just don't care about how gaudy something looks.
No.
You just say, you know what, I'm here for the fun of it.
Yep.
I'm just
Absolutely.
it's a cool looking item.
Yeah. How creative can I be?
We're
with
wearing
Ohio State memorabilia this year.
We're wearing track suits to work now. You know, we don't care.
Man, we're lucky.
Don't care. Yeah, we should be able to go on TV like that too.
Yeah, Dom would be
could
mad.
be the bit.
Dom would be mad.
The tracksuit guys, just breaking it down, wearing chains and everything, and sunglasses.
One Buckeye Roundtable, we're showing up in tracksuits, all red tracksuits, Jabberwockies.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think we got to do that. We got to find you a full on Buckeye tracksuit. You probably have a lot of sweatsuits.
Yeah, I have all red like Nike, like early Nike merchandise days. They're all red. They're really loud.
I bet you got some good stuff from back in the annals of your career. But DeVier, as we roll into week 2 here, you know, Jeremiah Smith, I assume, was one of the first things that popped off the page for you.
Yeah.
But when you came away from week 1, what were the things on your mind? How do you think they did? Where do you think they got to pick it up?
That defense is damn good, and they can get better. It's something that I just was really impressed with. And I know it wasn't like one of those offenses, but it's just so like multifaceted that like we didn't really need like Jordan Hancock to like make a big play like he did in Rutgers. We really didn't need Caleb Downs to make a big play.
Didn't really hear about Caleb Downs in this game. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that to me is a good thing.
Yeah,
Just because like when you need guys to show up, we can go so many levels deep. Like Cody Simon wasn't even out there, and I just thought that this team
Didn't matter.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's just a thing where hey, these guys are flying around, they're excited, they're playing hard, and I like that. That defense gives me confidence. That gives me championship vibes. That the offense can honestly do however they get started and rolling. If they're going slow, the defense will always have them in the game.
Well, it was the part about this defense was how they were just wreaking havoc. They weren't just keeping Akron off the scoreboard and keeping things in front of them. People think that this was 52-6. Well, no, don't forget the defense actually scored 14 of those points.
Well,
They scored 14 of those points. So take some off the board for the offense. So, and again, I'm not even concerned. I'm not concerned about the offense. I'll have the offensive line is the one unit for me where it is a still wait and see if we can consider them to be dominant, because I do think you need a dominant offensive line to hoist a national championship trophy and not lose a game. So I don't know if they're that, but I'm not really concerned because offensively I think they did a lot of nice things. It was week 1. Give them some ramp up time, but I agree with everything you're saying about the defense. They look like they could be considerably better than they were last year, and they were already one of the better defenses in the country last year.
And I think for them, like setting a tone, like and I don't know how this sounds, but I like the IGB penalty. I like the ransom penalty. I like those kind of hits.
You like the penalty.
I like him being physical and really putting a sting on the quarterback.
But you don't want to go in there head hunting at a QB and get yourself tossed, though.
Well,
I know what you mean, though.
Well, I thought he hit him clean with his shoulder. But I like the mindset of, hey, Coach Day, we might get a 15-yard penalty for hitting somebody, but at the end of the day, we're flying around hitting people, and this is still football. And just what that does to an offensive player to just see that the defense is because JT told him, he said in the Skull session, we want to change the narrative. We want to be violent. And I saw him say it in the pregame, and then I saw it on the field. I saw violence. So I was
pressing you a little bit because every time I'm watching that play, I really do try to look at this from the defensive player's perspective. I can't sit here and say that I have any concept of how fast that is really happening.
Oh, it's bang, bang.
We get to see that in this sounds like one of the most said things in radio or analysis, right? Oh, you're super slow-mo, It really is, though. Yeah. It's a lot faster when you're in the middle of it. And you're right. It wasn't helmet to helmet. He got some shoulder up to his head area. But the guy's getting so low. And I've always thought that the quarterback is the one that's taking his life into his hands because you can slide all you want, but that doesn't mean that player is going to stop.
Right.
You are getting yourself a 15-yard penalty, that's for sure. But ask some of these quarterbacks that actually took the shot and it changed their career or changed their life. Well, I would, as a QB, be very cognizant of when I choose to slide. And I better be in an open field.
Yeah, where
I picked up my first down and the guy's still 10 yards away and I'm just like, boop. I do the pop-up slide, you know?
Because the ground is undefeated.
Pop right up.
Ground is undefeated. So you do. It is a scary play, but I just felt like overall, they took the ball away and they played pretty violent.
All right, as we hear from the head coach for the first time this week on this show, we learn of something they were doing studies on this offseason and how it played out on Saturday. DeVier is in. It's the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
Winners of the prestigious Platinum Microphone Award every year, given to the best radio station in the world. No need to look it up. It's real. The Fan.
At Bob's Discount Furniture, when you find a complete dining set that seats 6 and comes with an extendable leaf for only $5.99.
Oh my, Bob.
And a sofa that doubles as a chaise and a bed and storage like my Playscape for only $9.99.
Oh my, Bob.
And a queen mattress with world-famous Bobapedic memory foam and an 18-year warranty like my Treasure for only $7.99.
Oh my, Bob.
Well, there's only one thing to say.
Oh my, Bob.
Bob's Discount Furniture, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
I'm proud to play for The Ohio State University. I remember earning my first Buckeye sticker on my helmet. It gave me pride, it gave me energy, and gave me another reason to win. To be a Buckeye football player like me, Emeka Ibuka, is to know I am part of a legacy. Weber Grills is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, and as a 72-year-old brand, they know a thing or two about legacies. To celebrate these shared legacies, Weber launched an officially licensed limited edition Ohio State Premium Kettle Grill, inspired by our iconic helmets. Get yours at a local Ohio retailers.
There's one medical team in Central Ohio skilled enough to care for your favorite Ohio State team, and Buckeyes everywhere. The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center is your choice for the most highly specialized orthopedic and sports medicine care. Our surgeons, physicians, and physical therapists have access to the most advanced treatments and innovative recovery approaches to get you back in your game. Because on or off the field, our team is your team. The choice for your orthopedic care is clear.
Soy has been keeping secrets, and it's ready to share. Soybeans are among the most versatile agricultural products. They are used in creative ways you may have never realized to make products we all love and use every day. Ohio is leading the way, developing new uses for soybeans to support our changing world. Soy low-key slays, and I'm here for it. Learn more about soybeans at soysecrets.org. This ad brought to you by Ohio soybean farmers and their checkoff.
Go behind the scenes of one of the most recognizable landmarks in all of college athletics with a tour of Ohio Stadium. A seasoned redcoat will be your guide as you make your way through walls of the stadium, into the press box, and onto the field. Upgrade to the VIP package and get special access to the band center and the Ohio State home locker room. From corporate outings and school groups to single-person tours and small families, Ohio Stadium Tours offers a variety of options and pricing that will meet your needs. For more information, visit ohiostatebuckeyes.com and book your tour of Ohio Stadium today.
Hey Columbus, looking for the perfect day trip? Head to the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton. Dive into football history, see legendary players, and enjoy interactive exhibits. Fun for the whole family. Visit ProFootballHOF.com for tickets. The Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, where it's always football season.
Here at The Fan, we give you 14 hours of live and local programming every day. We care about you. We live and work in your community. Except Bo Bishop. He won't tell us where the hell he is. Your live and local station. Except Bo. The Fan.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy houses as is, fast for cash. Call me today for an all-cash offer on any of your properties, and we can close within days at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Do you own a property that's outdated and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, I'll buy it. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Would it be convenient for you if you could simply take what you wanted and leave the rest behind? Great, I'll buy it. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family, apartment buildings, rental portfolios. I even buy my tenant won't pay me the rent houses. Call TurboTrack Realty today for an all-cash offer and speak with one of our friendly staff members at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Partly sunny, breezy, and warmer on this Wednesday. Temperatures in the mid-80s to finish off the day. Overnight, we'll see clear skies, light winds, and temperatures dropping down to the mid-50s by Thursday morning. Light southerly winds, plenty of sunshine, boosting temperatures back to near 90 by Thursday afternoon. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
Brace yourselves for more Buckeye banter. This is the Buckeye Show.
Timmy and DeVier here on a Wednesday. You guys know how to listen. You know how to watch us as well. Of course, when the show is done, it's uploaded to all of your podcast platforms that you use. Anywhere you get your audio, search the Buckeye Show. You get the show that way. And a lot of people, you're listening to this show on your commute home, which we love. We love to be here with you at the end of your day. That's when you really need to have some fun.
Absolutely.
And hear some good Buckeye talk, some college football talk, or just whatever. But when you get home, you might hit the driveway and you're like, oh, I got to go inside now. I can't listen to the show. Well, just go in there and then take over the TV and pop the YouTube app on and throw the show up on YouTube. And when little Johnny and little Timmy and Sally say, oh, we don't want to watch those guys, say, sorry, we're watching. And you leave it up there. So all the ways to watch. Go to the YouTube channel on The Fan. All the shows are up there now. Before we get back into things, let me tell you about my friends at Tri-State Men's Health, because, I've talked about this little issue, this little deal that you don't want to have. You don't ever want to be thinking about it. It's erectile dysfunction, and it's bad, all right? It sucks, and you don't want to have something that sucks affecting the sex life. No, you don't want that at all. It's a terrible condition. Lots of problems, and it's not just that. It can cause stress in the relationship, creates anxiety, undue hardships, and a lot of men will suffer from this for years without even seeking treatment. The stigmas, right? We got to break the stigmas down. So check out tristatemenshealth.com. I'll tell you what, there are locations that they have here in town. There's two of them, and the one in Hilliard on 270 and Cemetery Road. I go there for the low T treatment. It is a lovely facility. The people there are so kind, and it's so professional. So check them out. You will feel comfortable. Their treatments, success rates over 90%, and some can have you last an hour or more. You'll be saying, this is too much. I don't need that much. But they'll help. They will help. TriStateMen'sHealth.com. Tell them Timmy Hall sent you. So, DeVier, one of the byproducts of what happened on Saturday and some of the good that came out of this game was how the Buckeyes were returning punts.
Yep.
Brandon Ennis back there. I've been asking a lot of my wide receiver friends about this too, and just sort of the knack that you have to transition from just being a pure wide receiver to being skilled in the punt return game. And we talked to Dane about it too, who, was very good doing that. It's just one of those things where it's different. Not every great wide receiver can, walk over there into that world and be good at it. But Brandon Ennis clearly is showing something.
Yeah, I think guys that excel at punt return are guys who can go from stopping and getting up to their fastest speed quickly. Like, so those are the shuttle guys. When guys have like fast shuttles, that means that they have burst, Tim. And,
it's that acceleration.
It's that acceleration because you have to move, catch the ball, stop, make sure your feet are stopped. Burst, cut, and then burst again. And I think Brandon Ennis' body type and the way that he moves, and even when he catches the ball, like he's a great yards after catch receiver. I wouldn't say great yet, but he's in the process of becoming great at that as he gets more reps. So I like what I saw from him on Saturday. And the thing about it, Tim, you got to be thirsty. Like there's a level of thirst that comes with return. Like there's a level of like braveness, right? Like not fair
risk
catch.
management.
You got to have. It's just like, Tim, it's a course where you don't have to bring out your driver, Tim. It's like that. It's just all about course management.
We need guys that want to hit the big dog. Right?
You need guys who are on course management courses that pull out the driver and hit it in the fairway. Brandon Ennis is that kind of guy.
This is a 310-yard par 4.
Yeah.
You can hit it 260 and have a flip wedge in, but you could drive the green. Because you can do it.
You got to have those kind of, that mindset. And I thought that he was really excited afterwards. He's like, I'm this close. And I think if that continues throughout the season in big games.
Did you see the stat?
Yeah.
Did you see the stat on?
It was around what? You talking about per yard return?
The stat compared to what they did last year.
Oh, he already beat the best from last year.
Well, listen to this, because 11 Warriors put this out last season.
Yes.
Ohio State had 75 punt return yards.
Well,
he had 60.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
4 for 60 in one game. So as a team, they've got 60 return yards. They're 15 away.
We're already better.
Oh my God! Better.
Yeah,
doesn't even describe it. Like it was beautiful. I thought a couple of those were going to the house.
And I'm one of those guys where like I love to see punt returns. I love that special team factor. Devin Hester went into the Hall of Fame. Ted Ginn was one of my favorite. Joey Galloway can return punts. And I love that part of the game.
It's an exciting play.
I do. He's going to get one. He's going to get one in a huge moment when
I want them.
Yeah, I don't want a blowout punt return. I want a big punt return.
And as far as we can lump kick returns into, I do think there's a big difference between punt returns and kick returns. And when we've talked about safety of the game and what they've actually tried to obviously push away from the game, but the more I think about it, the more I'm glad that they're trying to figure out ways to keep that kick return part of the game. I don't know. I'm very curious to watch the NFL season to see how this new thing looks.
Yeah, see if anybody can return one.
Beyond just the preseason, because, again, I'm sort of half paying attention in the preseason for things like that. But when it's real and it's part of a real game, we'll see. But listen to Ryan Day as we get to some of his sound. Because, they were doing studies on this. They get deep into the weeds on everything that they're doing. This was a little more about the efforts that they were putting into improving that punt return game.
One of the studies that we did was, every time the ball hits the ground on a turf field, there's, an average of like 10 yards a roll there. So, we want to make sure that we're aggressive in fielding those punts. At the same time, we can't be foolish because some of those punts, you put yourself at risk of a fumble. So the first thing we got to do is get the ball back. That's number one. Second thing we're trying to do is field it. Again, especially on a turf field when that ball can really roll. You've seen some really poor punts just kind of take off on the turf. And so we tried to eliminate those. We think that those are, Brandon Ennis' example, a couple of those on Saturday, in particular, the one that he returned, it was rolling down probably inside the 10-yard line. He stopped it and then returned it back. That was probably 3 or 4 first downs on offense. It's a big deal. So we're trying to educate our guys. We're also going to be sound to make sure that we get the ball back and win the turnover battle.
I feel like you're one of those guys that can appreciate that you would have, the different kind of shoes depending on what surface you're playing on, trying to maximize everything. Talking about the bounces off of turf fields, different than grass, right? But just how they want to take advantage of that part of the game.
Well, what that means is we have to catch every punt, and we got to get under it.
No doubt.
Whether it's a fair catch, we can't have any roll and have these guys go out right by the pylon. And on top of that, picking up return yards where he's saying, like, hey, those are 3 or 4 first downs, where if you can get a 30-yard return, 20-yard return, puts the offense in a good position rather than fair catching it, getting it back there, beyond the 20, or letting it roll. And then you're coming out of the end zone in a game where that secret yardage, that added advantage for an offense, having special teams work with you, it's like, Tim, it's one of those things where I think, Ryan Day and this group was just kind of missing over the last years. And I know that they've been feeling that is that, hey, like, we can honestly beat teams on special teams, right? Like, you can get wins by just having better special teams on all units.
It's not a part of the game you want to forget.
It's a part of the game that has to be a weapon, just like offense and defense. That's a championship
Your
difference
field
maker.
goals need to go through the uprights.
Absolutely.
You need to punt the ball well.
Yep.
You need to kick the ball in bounds.
The hidden yardage game.
Yeah. Did you hear, Ryan, about the fun time? You know how football, remember the Titans? Zero fun, sir. You hear him like this. He's sounding more human than a coach is supposed to sound this juncture of the season.
And when we come into the stadium, like, we have to have a mindset that, like, we get to play this game. Like, this is fun. Like, this is a chance to play. Fun is winning. Fun is executing. Fun is scoring touchdowns. Fun is getting stops. Like, that's what it's all about. And that's why we're playing this game. And so, in that, you feed off the crowd, and, all of a sudden, I think sometimes, it's easy early in the season to, be looking down the road at what's going on. And then all of a sudden, you can find yourself in a little bit of a lull. That's not going to happen.
Was it always fun for you?
Every time.
Good.
Every time you play in the shoe, it's so much fun. Oh, man, I was talking to Paul Kills before the show and just talking about, the opportunity, right? Like, if you look at Marvin Harrison, he probably had around 8 to 12 games. I don't know off the top of my head, like home games. Like, you think about how little that is for the rest of your life. Like, man, enjoy it. Like, have fun. Like, celebrate. You know what I mean? Interact with the crowd. Let them give you energy. Don't look too far ahead, because you'll be looking out and you'll be like, oh, wow, that's the tunnel for senior day.
I'm going to tell you why Will Howard, we'll get into this a little bit, showed me more than I thought I was going to get in just one game, excuse me. And what I love the most about it. That's next. DeVier's here. It's the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
During this 10-second promo, Rothman will lose money gambling on something.
People like you come here and blow the family nest egg that built this town.
Rothman and Ice.
Weekdays from noon to 3.
The Fan.
30% of D1 athletes report betting-related threats and harassment after games. This threatens the safety and mental health of students like Jade.
I'm a college athlete, and I'm more than a bet. When you threaten my life and my family because you lost money, it really scares me.
These threats are not acceptable. Stop harassing college athletes over a bet. Learn more at morethanabet.org.
Integrity, honesty, and quality. Words we live by here at Monogram Homes. Hi, this is Dina. And at Monogram Homes, we strive to bring your wants to your man cave, your needs to your kitchen, and your ideas to life. Most home builders claim to be custom, but starting with stock floor plans and templates isn't our idea of a tailored experience. At Monogram Homes, we start with a blank slate and work with you until you get exactly what you want. So start your true custom home journey today with a builder you can trust. Monogram Homes. Visit us online at monogramhomes.net.
Hey, it's Anthony for the Good Feet store. 3 words for me: pain-free summer. Spent probably 30 hours walking around the Memorial Tournament and felt awesome with my personal arch supports from the Good Feet store in my everyday kicks. Sure, every now and then we all get random foot pain from pickleball or golf or just being a human being. Having my personally fit arch supports in my shoes has made a massive difference. And even right after I put them in, didn't take long to feel much more supported and aligned, and it's so easy to just move them into any pair. Before I had them, I dreaded being on my feet for any length of time. Well, you have nothing to lose but the pain, as they say. It's a free fitting and test walk. Try them for yourself. See the difference it can make. It did for me. And best of all, you can wear them home. 2 locations on Polaris Parkway and Stringtown Road, or schedule an appointment at goodfeet.com. The Good Feet store, America's arch supports experts.
Bobby Carpenter once sold workout equipment on QVC Canada. There's no joke here. That actually happened. Morning Juice with Bobby and Beamer.
Weekdays starting at 6.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Hey, Bobby Carpenter here for my friends at Affinity Whole Health. Affinity is the leader in testosterone and hormone replacement therapy, but they are also much more than that. They help men and women who are experiencing things like low energy, low libido, muscle loss, and weight gain. Turn it all around. You can feel amazing and live better, just like I can. It can be delivered right to your door, which is tremendous. Semaglutide for weight loss and testosterone, and hormone replacement therapy for so much more. I've been a customer for years, and it works. Get started at feelgreatcolumbus.com.
Dormar, you're kind of hero.
My furnace just went out. Ma'am, have no fear. Dormar is here. We can get that furnace fixed fast. Dormar, you guys are the best.
Dormar, you're kind hero.
Open a Platinum Rewards Visa at Kemba Financial Credit Union and secure super low everyday rates so you can pay down debt faster. Apply now at Kemba.org to unlock 2% cash back on purchases for a limited time and pay 0% interest for a full year on balance transfers plus exclusive perks. Restrictions apply. Offer ends October 31st, 2024.
The future of recycling is now at Rumpke Waste and Recycling. The recycling leader has opened North America's largest, most technologically advanced recycling center right here in Central Ohio. This one-of-a-kind facility features interactive displays, educational opportunities, and the ability to process over 60 tons of recycled material per hour. Rumpke is committed to recycling and sustainability efforts, and for more than 90 years, Rumpke has worked to make sure the items you place in your recycling bin get used again. Visit Rumpke.com to learn how you can team with Rumpke to put less trash in our landfills and more of it to good use.
In partnership with AEP, Donato's, Huntington, Kroger, The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center, and 10TV, Ohio State Athletics strives to inspire the community to make a positive impact on children and families in the great state of Ohio through our Buckeyes Care initiative. Buckeyes Care is dedicated to fostering a caring community. The goal of Buckeyes Care is to build a culture of care, one Buckeye at a time. Show and share your support in the community by using the hashtag Buckeyes Care.
The Buckeye Show is sponsored by CareSource, proud to be your home for Ohio State Athletics. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
The best sports talk in the Big Ten lives right here. Now back to the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
Timmy and DeVier here with you guys tonight. I do want to remind you, if you are a Jackets fan, and I'm sure you probably are if you listen to us, like we are here, they are inviting you to a candlelight vigil. It is tonight at 7:30 at the Front Street Plaza, right outside of Nationwide Arena. Obviously, this is in remembrance of Johnny and Matthew Gaudreau, who were killed last week in a bike accident. It's just been a rough week. Rough weekend for everybody in that organization, and especially the Gaudreau family and all of his really close friends and his teammates. And I don't know, DeVier, you've been in team sports for a long time. And by the way, if I didn't get the details, 7:30, I think I said that, but 7:30 tonight, so you still got an hour if you were planning on wanting to go by and just see what the scene is like. And I'm seeing here that they're going to have some remarks from people in the Jackets organization. I don't know exactly who, because they did have a press conference today, and they're going to have a 13-minute, 21-second silent remembrance, which is 13, obviously the jersey number of Johnny Hockey, and 21 was his brother's jersey that he wore at Boston College. Great hockey program there, and he was a good player. He was in the minors. It was just awful, and we cannot send enough sympathies from the Buckeye Show here in our world, where we cover mostly the college team, but live in this community, live in this town. They're our hockey team. We want nothing more than to see good things happen to them, and it has just been a rough go, and this is it's just been so hard. It's been so hard for them. And that's it. You don't want anybody to have to go through that. And my goodness, think about it as a father, a brother, a son, just being, a member of a family, and how you have to deal with something like that. But you've been in sports for a long time. Dealing with tragedies like this, it can happen. And to hear some of the Jackets speak today, as hard as it had to be for them, like they're going to try to use this as an opportunity to be together as a group.
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime you experience adversity as a team and as a family, it brings everybody together. My heart's out to the Gaudreau family and everything that they're going through. It's just been a tough close to summer, and the news was just horrific to hear about, man. And, I know that Waddell and the Blue Jackets, they got a lot of adversity to fight through, and free agency, this happening, and just with the season around the corner, Tim, it's just one of those things that you just hope that group can come together. But, man, I hope everything goes great tonight, and, want to send my heart out to the family.
Here it was. This was the one clip here from Don Waddell from today that stuck out to me, and I thought he was just spot on with what he said in here. You'll know when you hear it.
And talking to people in the organization, including the guys with me,
here today, it is apparent just how special a person Johnny was and how significant his loss is being felt by everyone. While there's a huge hole in our lineup, there's even a larger one in our hearts. I know there are questions related to our team and how we're going to move forward without Johnny and the impact his loss will have on our lineup. Those questions will be for another day. Our immediate focus is on supporting the Gaudreau family and supporting each other as we continue to grieve the loss of Johnny and Matthew.
100%. You get to that other part of it in time.
Yeah.
Not yet. Not now.
Yeah, it's tough times, Tim.
It's too soon. It's just too soon, and it's too much pain going on right there. All right, DeVier. So we got, a Western Michigan team coming up for this Ohio State football team. Love how this is going to be a night game, right? You got to spend all day getting, pumped up for the Western Michigan Broncos. Another one. Let's play the entire MAC, shall we? Let's just get a little deal with the MAC and play all our, non-conference games against them. Now, we know we've talked about scheduling for some time here on this show, and you probably know my prediction of where it's going to go. There aren't going to be too many of these matchups in the future of college football, I don't think, as everything starts to become top-heavy. But it's another opportunity for Will Howard to build off of what I thought was a really nice first performance.
Yeah.
And the thing that I really liked is how accurate he was. Like, you can talk about poise, you can talk about the release, you can talk about team leadership, which I think he's great at, has the way he can, hit the press conference room and the way he just speaks about his team. It's the fact that he's throwing the football accurately. That, to me, is one of the most important things that a quarterback can do. No matter how much zip you put on the football, but where are you putting it? I thought that ball to Mecca when he was on the run, rolling out to his right.
That should have been a touchdown.
My goodness.
Yeah.
The two balls to Jeremiah Smith, both of them, both touchdown passes, and the deep ball to him. Just a lot of good out there.
Yeah, no, Will, he looked great, man. I thought that he was in rhythm. I didn't see any hitch in his step. He threw with his feet. He was on pace. I thought he made great decisions, checking the ball down with his feet, also throwing the ball away. Didn't really see any indecision, Tim. He's a major college football player. He's been a starter, played in big games, and, a game like that, he just rolled. He got the ball to his playmakers. And the thing about him that we haven't seen in a while, just from the quarterback position, which looks kind of crazy, is a mobile quarterback with great feet, and extending plays and being able to run and just be that dual threat. I really expect him to have a lot of red zone touchdowns. We didn't get to see any, but
not this time.
When it's tight games and people are, putting two over Jeremiah Smith and people are guarding the Mecca, he'll be able to just run right in untouched for sure. And he has that ability.
Well, and he'll also have the ability and the wherewithal to scramble.
Yeah, he made great decisions Saturday.
And pick up some yardage on the ground when that's not the play call. And you saw that a little bit. And in the stat sheet, he only had 4 carries for 18 yards. But, shoot, when you're not getting sacked, this is the first time Ohio State hadn't been sacked in a long, long time.
And a lot of that was on Will, too. Like, the fact that he was avoiding people. Like, he moves well in the pocket. He moves like a veteran quarterback. Like,
he kind of sees it coming before it's happening.
Yeah, and I think, not saying Will Howard is C.J. Stroud yet, or can't get to that level, but that was something that even Tim, when we covered CJ, we wanted him to use his feet more.
And he wouldn't.
And he just wouldn't. In the Georgia game, he used his feet.
That's the one.
He put everything out there, and you're like,
and we said, that's it.
This is the guy.
Yeah.
Will is coming in with that mindset, like this is part of his game. It's not a part that he has to develop. So that kind of was on display Saturday, too, as well.
Well, the way he answered this question about one play in particular is really what I love about him. I also wasn't sure he was going to look that crisp, but he did. Even though he didn't have 300 yards, but to have 3 touchdown passes, 228 yards, the offense was always on time after that first couple of quarters. They finished the game right. But on the crazy lateral play that he tried, he seemed to understand and get it right away. So here he was on what he was thinking.
That is something that I can't do. Just putting the ball in harm's way. We talked about it. And, I think it was just, again, me trying to make something happen when things don't go the right way. But, it's just having the wherewithal to know when to try and make plays and then also be smart enough to not put the ball in harm's way or make decisions that, could put the ball, like I said, in harm's way. And for me, it's just, in that situation, I just got to tuck the ball, go down and eat it, because at that point, like, they got us. They showed a boundary pressure. They brought one from the field, good for them. At the end of the day, I just got to minimize those errors, putting the ball in harm's way and just, taking care of it. And, because at the end of the day, possessions and especially in that middle eight, taking care of the ball is really important.
He gets it. I mean, he went on and on and on there about getting it. And, as I'm looking back at his numbers, DeVier, I feel 17 for 28, it's only 60.7%. I feel like he was more accurate than that. I'd have to go back and watch all the incompletions. I know he had that other one that he tried to stuff to Ennis in the short where he just was covered by a linebacker, and I was saying, just don't throw that ball either. Just go somewhere else or try to run the football. But all in all, really liked what I saw from Will in week 1.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I have no worries going into week 2, week 3, week 4 with Will. Obviously, you want to see how he handles some adversity whenever that happens. But I think with a veteran guy, Tim, we're really lucky to get this guy in the portal, man. He kind of put that on display, showing us like, hey, I've done this before, man. I'm just doing it in a Buckeye uniform now.
Yeah, that was pretty good. And I know what you mean. Week 3 will be a bye week, and then week 4 will be Marshall.
Yep.
And then it's Big Ten play.
There we go.
You got to go on the road in the Big Ten. So we'll see what happens in that first one, which will be Michigan State. The rumor mill was starting to spin in Buckeye land, and it was not the variety that we wanted to hear. Well, we got to let you hear it anyway. That is next. DeVier is in. It's the Buckeye Show on the Fam.
All the 10 TV people come over to our side of the building to take a deuce. That should tell you something about how we operate. The Fan.
At Bob's Discount Furniture, when you find a complete dining set that seats 6 and comes with an extendable leaf for only $5.99.
Oh my, Bob.
And a sofa that doubles as a chaise, and a bed, and storage like my Playscape for only $9.99.
Oh my, Bob.
And a queen mattress with world-famous Bobapedic memory foam and an 18-year warranty like my Treasure for only $7.99.
Oh my, Bob.
Well, there's only one thing to say.
Oh my, Bob.
Bob's Discount Furniture, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Hey, Buckeye fans. As the official wing sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, Roosters is kicking off an incredible giveaway you won't want to miss. This football season, we're giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences. 3 drawings, 12 winners with prizes including tickets, sideline passes, and 2 trips to a Buckeye playoff game. Go to roosterswings.com to register and see all the details. 3 drawings, 12 amazing prizes. Register today and every day. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
I'm proud to play for The Ohio State University. I remember earning my first Buckeye sticker on my helmet. It gave me pride, it gave me energy, and gave me another reason to win. To be a Buckeye football player like me, Emeka Ibuka, is to know I am part of a legacy. Weber Grills is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, and as a 72-year-old brand, they know a thing or two about legacies. To celebrate these shared legacies, Weber launched an officially licensed limited edition Ohio State Premium Kettle Grill, inspired by our iconic helmets. Get yours at a local Ohio retailers.
Go behind the scenes of one of the most recognizable landmarks in all of college athletics with a tour of Ohio Stadium. A seasoned redcoat will be your guide as you make your way through walls of the stadium, into the press box, and onto the field. Upgrade to the VIP package and get special access to the band center and the Ohio State home locker room. From corporate outings and school groups to single-person tours and small families, Ohio Stadium Tours offers a variety of options and pricing that will meet your needs. For more information, visit ohiostatebuckeyes.com and book your tour of Ohio Stadium today.
Football season is here, and we have so much stuff. One station isn't enough. Find even more pigskin on ESPN Columbus.
Set your second preset to AM 1460 or 97.1 FM HD2, or listen on the Fan app.
Your home of the Buckeyes, the Fan.
This Saturday, choose chill and grab a Coors Light. Press play on Ohio State football and pause on everything else. We know there's nothing like game day in Columbus. So whether you're at the tailgate, the bar, or just watching from home, choose the one beer that's made for Ohio State game day. Coors Light, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics 2024.
Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. 21 means 21. Celebrate responsibly.
Our clients deserve for us to care, and they deserve to feel serviced. They have questions, and they deserve answers. We're counselors first because I'm not selling them anything. I'm trying to teach clients how to protect themselves. At Curtis & Associates, we're personal injury attorneys. We've helped and continue to help hundreds and hundreds of clients every year. That's important to us. If you've been injured in an accident and it's not your fault, call now. 614-GOT-HURT. That's 614-GOT-HURT. Curtis & Associates. Attorneys who care.
Excuse me, waiter. There's a hair in my soup. A long purple hair.
I'm so sorry. I'll get the manager.
I'm the manager. How can I help?
Wait, weren't you the Plum Insurance mascot?
What gave it away? My long purple fur?
Something like that.
What if all insurance companies were like NJM and were known for putting their policyholders first, not gimmicks? Then all those insurance mascots would have to get real jobs.
I'll pass on dessert.
No jingles or mascots, just great insurance. NJM.
Lanny went to college and racked up huge debt.
A little bit over $100,000.
For a degree he couldn't use? Now what?
I had a friend that went to my computer career and they talked to me about it.
He was done in just months.
I did do it online.
They even helped him get hired immediately after graduation.
One of the things I love about IT is that you can work from anywhere you want.
You could become an IT pro in just months with zero experience at My Computer Career.
It worked for me, and I know it can work for you.
It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu. All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Block O on the radio. This is the Buckeye Show.
Timmy and DeVier and the Bodeman rocking and rolling with you on a Wednesday. Hit us a text. Leave us a voicemail. 614-460-2896. You can do both on that line. Amazing, right? And like I said, if you're getting home or you didn't know this, you can watch the show on YouTube and jump in the YouTube chat as well. Stan chimes in and says, Timmy Shambo hits 310-yard drives, ? I want him on my next scramble team. I don't know if I'm hitting at 310, DeVier.
Yeah, you maybe get some out there.
Downwind, good conditions. I can pump one.
Yeah.
But not in like a vacuum. I'd say I could get it, 285 on a good day.
Yeah.
With consistency.
That's the part with consistency.
Yeah, consistency, right? You played today. You got out there today, huh?
I went out there. I had a 300 drive today, but it was,
you did?
I can
downwind.
Probably against wind.
No, get out of here.
Damn, come on, man.
With my 3-wood, right? Don't even need the driver. How was North Star?
It was good out there.
Pretty good?
It's good.
Game, though?
It was a good game. I had a good time. I just like to swing it. I'm on this... on this journey.
You're talking, but you don't sound like you're confident in the way that you played.
Today? No, I mean, it was a good round. I played yesterday. I thought I played better yesterday.
Yesterday and today?
I got to get 2 in a week.
Must be nice.
They're not, nobody knows when I go.
No, nobody knows.
Everything is accounted for. Everything is in its place. And I just sneak out for a little bit.
That's the thing, right?
Yeah.
It's getting that time. It would be so much better if life was just going out there to play golf every day.
That's what our retirement looks like.
You want to do that with me?
I'll do it with you.
Are you going to come to Scotland?
And when I retire?
Yeah.
Absolutely. We're just going to play over there.
We're going to go. We're going to live up there.
No, I'm not living in Scotland.
We come visit for like a month.
Yeah.
Play every day.
You want to live in Scotland?
Yes, I hate the heat.
Okay.
I can't have it be hot. And you know what? Someday, when the earth catches on fire, everyone's going to be going up there.
It'll be the best place to be.
Yeah, everyone's going to be up there.
Yeah, I'm not feeling Scotland.
Wow,
man.
you're still at 70 degrees. You see what the weather is in Phoenix and in Vegas? How are humans walking around those places?
You're naming places that don't have waterways, man. You got to be by some water,
there?
Man. Got to be by
120 degrees. Like, what are we doing? Oh, it's a dry heat.
I have a snowbird lifestyle in my future. Like that's what I want to do. I want to get my fall and my spring.
Yeah,
in,
let's go. Let's ski in the winter.
Yeah,
let's get some seasons. I want to ski or snowboard or even just push me down one of those inner tubes on a slope. Something mundane like that. You ever do the tubing?
Nah, man. I like doing the tubing on the ocean. I'm at the other end of the equator, Tim. I just
tubing in the ocean or like on a lake.
Yeah, just get pulled, man. Wherever, man. Just in water. I just would rather be around water. Cold is okay, and I can take it, but at the end of the day, when I retire, I want to be hot.
No, I want to be cold. I just want to be cold. That's the way I want to be. Some little recruiting tidbits here, DeVier. You know, you always have to deal with this. Just because somebody is a commitment does not mean that he is 100% locked up. It's hard to know, right? Mm-hmm. It really is. Like, you think you got intel, you think you know, you think you're solid with somebody, but if they're still going to take visits, it's almost hard to take anything they say at face value, right? And so when you've got a 5-star commit like Naeem offered, part of the two, you got Sanchez and offered, the 2 5-star defensive backs that lead off that 2025 recruiting class right now, and there is talk about him and Auburn, gets you a little bit nervous, right? I mean, I will always say, if somebody is going to leave, life has to go on. He's not the first, and he's certainly not going to be the last guy to decommit. And even talking about 5 stars, right? We get 5 stars committed, they decommit, they go elsewhere.
Yeah.
And the world goes round and round and round. Now, obviously, that's the whole game, is to try your darndest to not let that happen. It still will, but seeing that he went to Auburn and all the Auburn rumor mill people are, talking it up, and he had a good time, but
Auburn's handing out some cash too on the recruiting trail. Yeah. I'll tell you that much. As somebody who follows this stuff, I'm trying to, not trying to pretend to be a reporter or anything, but Auburn's handing out some bags of cash to some recruits out there.
How do you think they're doing it? You think they're doing it with their looks?
So, buddy, these are the recruiting These are the recruiting trip bags. Or are you saying like NIL bags?
NIL. Okay. Well, air quotes, I guess.
What's the difference now?
Yeah, exactly.
How much do you want?
Yeah.
We got a
blank check,
guy
baby.
right here that's ready to give it to you.
I don't know if he's actually involved with the program or not, but is it Tim Cook? Does that name sound right? High up with Apple or something like that? I think he's an Auburn grad.
That does.
So there you go.
Tim
Apple's
Cook.
printing money, so Auburn's printing money.
Yeah, Cook graduated.
Not that Ohio State's struggling with NIL, but I know Auburn's basically. I mean, they have a top 5 recruiting class right now, and that's basically they haven't won 5 games the last few years.
But look,
and they got Hugh Freeze, who's a total. Just an A+ human being.
Anything's possible. Come on. You're trying to dog
God, I love
Hugh.
college football.
He's trying to.
No, I'm not dogging him. I'm telling you, it's just that's the kind of guy that I want my son to play for. That's for sure.
Right. He's coaching his team up from the press box on a stretcher. Right? Isn't that Hugh? Back when he was with Liberty?
Gave him the
Dino
thumbs up.
Babers gave him the thumbs up, gave him the thumbs up there. Like, that's my guy. Hey, Dino. But DeVier, Auburn's one of those teams. Look, we've seen the high-end Auburn. They can win a national championship, and they can go into the doldrums and be stuck in that 5, 6, 7-win purgatory. But they can flex their muscle and throw their weight around every now and then.
Yeah, I mean, he's an in-state guy. He's from Alabama. Auburn will recruit him as hard as possible. But I think just in this day and age, man, like when you're a recruit and you're sitting at home, you're committed to school, you know where you want to go play, but somebody's saying, hey, come in, we'll pay for your travel, we'll give you spending money. I mean, you're not spending, they're feeding you. So why not take the $2 to $5 grand and go watch a game, and you're not doing anything else on a Saturday?
Right.
And so, I mean, that's part of this recruiting world that we're in now with NIL, that it's almost silly to not enjoy the process. Like when we were coming out, right? Like it was a big thing to take a visit. Like it's no, it's something about this school that's interesting you, not money or not a free game. And so now you get paid to enjoy the recruiting process. And I think for these young guys, I think he'll come to Ohio State. He knows how special this 2025 class is.
Yeah.
Like you want to be a part of this.
I hope. You just never know.
You want to be a part of this.
I really do hope so. You just never know, because everything that he liked about Ohio State, he could also like it about Auburn. Obviously you can't talk about the winning and how the teams are set up, but facilities-wise, money, some of those other things, there's a lot of other things. Tom Loy of 24/7 Sports officially threw out the crystal ball pick for the, I feel like I want to say Auburn. I feel like that's on my pop-up. Used to say Auburn. He put the R first. Oh, Auburn.
Not Auburn.
The Auburn Tigers.
Auburn.
So he's got the crystal ball. Do you believe in a crystal ball, Bode, man? Is that a big deal?
Sure, why not? Until 6 months from now, or I guess not 6 months, 4 months from now, when the early signing day comes and there's another new crystal ball.
Well, guess what? I crystal ball him back to Ohio State.
Absolutely.
Hey!
There you go.
Everything's good. Everything's good again. All right, Boatman, this is your time to guide us through the happenings in the sport we know and love and maybe push our buttons a little bit, get us going. Think that'll get them going? Keeping our finger on the college football pulse. Next, it's the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
Common Man has spent the past 18 years telling you how much he hates people. And yes, that probably means you, too. Common Man and T-Bone.
Weekdays at 3.
The Fan.
In partnership with AEP, Donatos, Huntington, Kroger, The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center, and 10 TV, Ohio State Athletics strives to inspire the community to make a positive impact on children and families in the great state of Ohio through our Buckeyes Care initiative. Buckeyes Care is dedicated to fostering a caring community. The goal of Buckeyes Care is to build a culture of care, one Buckeye at a time. Show and share your support in the community by using the hashtag Buckeyes Care.
Things are popping at Al's Delicious Popcorn. With over 80 flavors to choose from, we have something for everyone. From classics like caramel cashew, white cheddar, and our famous vanilla butternut to new flavors like chicken and waffles and spicy barbecue. They are all made fresh and they are all delicious. Visit us online at alspopcorn.com or come see us and experience the best service in town at 1500 Bethel Road in Columbus. Al's Delicious Popcorn.
It's game day at Raising Cane's. If you want to order like a Buckeye, it's the action off the field you need to focus on. The only play you're running is chicken. So what combo are you picking? Make it a perfect season. We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce. And jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. All available to order online or on our app. This season is about to be unbeatable. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love. Proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Hey Columbus, looking for the perfect day trip? Head to the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton. Dive into football history, see legendary players, and enjoy interactive exhibits. Fun for the whole family. Visit ProFootballHOF.com for tickets. The Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, where it's always football season.
Looking to sell your home? Don't pay 6% commission. Call my guys at Sell for 1% Realtors. They're full service, not a do-it-yourself kind of thing. On average, customers save over $10,000. Give them a call, 614-451-6616. That's 451-6616.
This week, find hot deals in one stop at Meijer. Shop select bulk apples for $1.49 per pound. Fresh from Meijer family pack chicken thighs for $1.29 per pound. And select General Mills cereal for $1.99. Plus, earn M-Perks points every time you shop for groceries, apparel, and at the pump. You even earn points at the Meijer Pharmacy. So schedule your flu shot today. Available now. Meijer has all you need in just one stop. And the same low Meijer prices in-store and online. Exclusions apply. See all deals in-store or in the Meijer app.
Hi, this is Ron from the Good Feet store. Are you standing on painful feet all day? Don't lose hope. We want to help you live without pain. Discover your option and visit goodfeet.com.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. The Fan. Sports Center.
Good evening. I'm Buddy Wells. We'll start with baseball. The Reds look for a third win in a row tonight as they host the Astros for the second of the three-game set. That game got underway just a little bit ago, and the Redlegs lead it 3-0 in the bottom of the first. As for the Guardians, they look for a fourth win in a row in the three-game sweep over the Royals tonight in Kansas City. That one gets started later this hour at 7:40. Cleveland enters the night with a 4.5-game lead in the AL Central. We're inching our way closer to the start of the NFL season. In about 25 hours and change, the Ravens and Chiefs will get the season underway in Kansas City. Kickoff at Arrowhead Stadium is set for 8:20 tomorrow night. Meanwhile, on Sunday, the Bengals and Browns both open up the year at home. The Bengals host the Patriots at 1 o'clock, and the Browns host the Cowboys with the kick at 4:25. And in college hoops, Ohio State will play at Cincinnati next month on October 18th in an exhibition game. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
It's time for the College Football Pulse on the Buckeye Show.
Hour 2 of the program. Timmy and DeVier It's the most I heard you screw up an update in quite some time, Boatman.
Sometimes with my Invisalign in, my tongue just like it hits it and you just like can't. Yeah, you know, it happens. It's all right.
Do the braces give you fits when you're necking with the GF?
What?
Hey, listen. Hey, buddy, I was waiting to hear your response.
I don't even know what you just said there. Is that English? I do know that when I try to say Patriots, the T
the
sometimes.
braces when you're playing tonsil hockey with your girlfriend.
Oh, yeah.
You get your
My
tongue
girlfriend
cut,
that doesn't
all
exist.
that good stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, well, don't worry, Bodie. It'll work out.
Oh, I
in
didn't
the
say
long
it
run.
wouldn't. I'm just saying.
I mean, when you're the Boatman, how can it not work out
Geez,
in the end?
There's just so many options, Tim. It's hard to choose one.
There you go, Bodie.
It's like recruiting.
Take that trip to Auburn, Bodie.
Make sure you got a lot of money.
You're
like
ready to commit to Ohio State, and then all of a sudden, $50,000 shows up in your bank account, and you're like, "Whoa,
looks
where'd
like
this
I'll
come from?"
choose the Boatman here." Yeah. Yes.
All right, guys. How would you like to be a Florida State fan right now? Probably not a whole lot, I can't imagine. Yesterday, the new AP poll came out, and they are out. Yep.
Oh, my God.
They are just the third team to go from preseason top 10 to unranked in the first regular season poll since the rankings expanded to 25 in 1989. I do know Notre Dame was the last team to do that 2 years ago. But good news, they bounced back and finished 18th, so there's still hope for the Noles. Some risers in the poll this week, Miami and Southern California. The U, they're back. At least back up to number 12 after they hammered Florida on Saturday on the road. And then USC, they moved up 10 spots. They are now number 13 after beating LSU on Sunday night. Couple other notes here. 2 new teams in the rankings, both from the ACC as Florida State drops out. Georgia Tech jumps in. They're 2-0, and they're number 23.
Haynes
it's the first time.
Baby.
Exactly. Yeah, giver and a taker.
King.
Although he didn't
Forget about Adam
give
King.
anything.
We got Haynes King.
Exactly. And then that's the first time they've been ranked in almost a decade, since 2015. And then the other ACC school that jumped in was Louisville. They had the most votes amongst unranked teams in the preseason poll. They are now at number 22 after, I think they hammered some, directional score or whatever. But 22 is 22, baby.
How about that? Who do you like, DeVier? Who do you like after week one?
The team that I really like, I really think that USC is going to be what everybody expecting Oregon to be this year in the Big Ten. I just think they're built better. Ooh. Their offense, Miller Moss. I really watched that game. I watched every play. They moved around fast. They were playing defense unlike they were. They were tackling.
You hit it. Yeah, you guys hit it. If they can bring a different brand of defense to the table, then we're talking about something.
And I just think historically, for me, looking at each school, USC historically and what they're known for, their brand of football, is built better for the Big Ten over time than Oregon. I think this team, I just think they're physical. They have the pedigree. They have the most Heismans in history and in NCAA football. So I like them. And also a team I was really happy to see is Cam Ward. I mean, he played with the knees.
Yeah, for the Hurricanes, for Miami.
And Miami is going to be one of those teams to where if they can beat Georgia Tech and beat Florida State, they got a chance. Cam Ward could be in New York for a Heisman,
what
for
do you remember about the quarterback search from Ohio State's standpoint? Because it never seemed like popped up. It never seemed like they really wanted to do much business with Cam Ward, or maybe his asking price was way too high.
He had a very high asking price because originally he put his name in to go into the draft, right?
And then he decided
to come back.
A different kind of bag.
And so that, I think the bag increased because it was the incentive. Well, it was the incentive to say, hey, don't go in the draft and come here. And he played great at Washington State last year. Did a lot of good things out there. So I thought he was more of a runner in that uniform, but he looked like a solid pocket passer and just had a great poise about him.
Bodie, how many QBs that were way up there in the national rankings in like the big statistical categories were right out of the Pac-12 for their last go-round? They had
in terms of last year?
I mean, just off the top, you started with Caleb and Michael Penix and Bo Nix.
Yep, Cam Ward.
And Cam right there. And I want to say Oregon State's guy was good.
Ooh, DJ.
DJ was
okay. They had DJ.
Yeah.
They had DJ. Well, who did Jonathan Smith take? When their backup?
Yeah, he took
to Michigan State.
There, yeah.
Maybe Washington State was Cam Ward.
Yeah. Yeah, those teams.
I think there were more. I think there were a couple more, Pac-12 quarterbacks that were way up there.
Mm-hmm.
And now you look at the conference and it's dead. I do love how the Pac-12 still has its tab.
Shedeur Sanders, he was in the Pac-12 last year.
There you go.
It's hard to remember which teams in which conference.
It was a lot of movement,
that's
Bodie.
That's true. But
Arizona as well.
Yes.
What's that kid's name?
Gosh, yeah.
I can think of the receiver, McMillan.
Yeah.
Is it Noah Fertitta? Noah Fertitta, does that sound right? Something like that?
Yeah, it might be.
Something along those lines.
Where is Nico playing? Tennessee?
Yes.
Nico, I'm 11.
Yeah. What do you think about Nico? And he had a lot of fanfare coming into college football.
For me personally, I was really excited to see Miller Moss and Nico. I thought those dudes had some of the best bowl games for quarterbacks. And Nico, I think he threw 6 tutties this past weekend.
They had a lot of points. Tennessee put the points up.
They look good. He's in an offense that he can just let it fly. And I think they'll surprise some people this year, too.
I'm looking at USC now. Their schedule coming up, they get a game against Utah State, which should be fine.
Yep.
11 o'clock. 11 p.m.
Big Ten after
Big
dark.
Ten Network. Yeah, the Utah State Aggies. Let's go. And then a lot of the early season bye weeks. You're seeing that now. And Michigan on the road, September 21st, 3:30 on CBS.
Absolutely.
That game, that's going to be something.
That's going to be a great game.
Oh, absolutely. That one's going to be good. All right, Bode, man.
Be a dog. We don't need no meows. We don't need no cats. We need more dogs.
Kind of an interesting here. I was just looking at it as you were saying it there, Timmy. So they're at Michigan, home Wisconsin, at Minnesota, home Penn State, at Maryland, home Rutgers, at Washington, home Nebraska, at UCLA. That's not much of a travel. And then home Notre Dame. So that's a lot of East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast, back and forth.
It is flip-flopping. It's a fun schedule, though. It's not too
really fun
easy or too tough at the same time.
Yeah. Next up here on Saturday night, maybe one of the more intriguing games of week 2. It's not necessarily a big game, but intriguing games on Saturday night. It's the NBC 7:30 kick. Has Colorado at Nebraska, 2 year 2 head coaches who are trying to make some moves there. Last year, Coach Prime called this game personal. He said this one's personal. He took a step back on that this year. Here's what he had to say about the upcoming game against the Cornhuskers. Quote, I have a ton of respect for Matt Rule. I call it our class of coaches. We all took on tremendous tests last year, along with myself, Coach Dillingham at Arizona State, and several others. So I feel like we're in a fraternity, so I root for that class of head coaches that came in that year. I like how he looks at that. Those year 2 head coaches, I guess, are all in the same fraternity there. But nevertheless, very intriguing game. Colorado hammered them last year. We'll see if Pat Mahomes Jr. there up for the Cornhuskers can make a difference on Saturday night.
There's a feel about these Nebraska Cornhuskers now. They're 7.5-point favorites in this game, DeVier.
Yeah, I mean, this kid was a number 1 quarterback, one of the top players in his class. This could be a statement game for him. This could be an opportunity under the lights for everybody in the nation to see Dylan Raiola. Either he'll step up or, he'll get beat by Colorado. But nonetheless, an opportunity for him, Tim, to really show what he's about. So don't really know much about him yet, right? I mean, he's a freshman. So this is a game that you can revert back to him. Like, do you remember him in the Colorado game when we're getting ready for him? So I'm excited to see how he performs against the hype of Colorado.
Feels like a game to me where Raiola is going to be able to dazzle and put up some numbers.
Is this like...
It feels like that opportunity.
Is this a legacy game for him? This
Great
is an
moments.
Opportunity.
Yeah, I wouldn't go miracle yet. It's just the fact that it's week 2 and you're getting an opportunity because
this is first time in the league.
Colorado is not that good yet.
Not on
until
defense,
they show us. Until they show us consistently that they are.
Yep.
You can't say that, but they're prime time, so they're going to bring all the eyeballs.
Mm-hmm.
So it is. He can do wonders for himself with a nice 320 and 4 touchdowns. It's at home. You're favored.
It's more pressure on Colorado, you feel like?
Yeah, I mean,
that's where the pressure is if they lose this game.
I'm not going to say there's not on Nebraska because they're still Nebraska. As much as we can sit here and say, oh, you're never going to get back to what you are.
Yeah.
Try going around that state and having that conversation with people. This is what... Don't tell me that. What do I got to live for? Like, it's Nebraska football, and it's tending to my farm. Like, this
you get some Eric Crouch
family,
action.
farm, and football.
Absolutely. Eric
family.
Crouch.
Yes, I got kiss my picture of Eric Crouch, slip it under the bed frame at night. I go to bed and hope to have a great day tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Like, we got to keep things good, and when you're talking about Matt Rule, what you're going to get.
This is kind of what you get when you hire me. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what you kind of get. Like,
yeah,
I love that guy.
I think they could be cruising for like a 7 or 8 win year.
That would be pretty good for them, I would say. Year 2, especially if they got to 8 wins. I don't know if they how many of the big dogs they play in the Big Ten this year off the top of my head, but they don't play Ohio State.
Their schedule is really favorable.
I'll tell you, after that, they've got more home games. They got Northern Iowa, so they're winning that, you'd think. Illinois at home, Purdue on the road, Rutgers at home, Indiana on the road.
Very favorable.
Really favorable start to the schedule.
They play Ohio State, right?
Then on the 26th of October, they come here.
I mean, they could be undefeated if that.
Absolutely, they can.
The
back half of their schedule gets crazy.
Yeah, DeVier, you're looking at it right there. UCLA, USC on the road, Wisconsin at home, Iowa on the road. So it gets pretty tough there.
Yeah, so they need to take advantage of that.
Yep.
They stretch up till they play the Buckeyes.
One more, Bodie.
I'm looking for the best players, Craig. I'm looking for the right ones.
As always. Some bad news here for LSU. Never like to see injuries. Their starting tailback, John Emery Jr., he tore his ACL in practice today. And it was
sucks.
Yeah, and it was his left knee ACL that he tore in practice today. He also tore his right one in a win over Florida last year in November. So just brutal news for him. You really hate to see that. He had it was actually the 6th year too, which is just even more unfortunate. A couple injuries there last season, and then this season he tries to come back for his 6th year, the super senior year, and gonna have to unfortunately be cut short. On Sunday night, he had a modest game against USC, 10 carries, 61 yards. 6 yards a carry there, though. They maybe should have given him the ball more, but nevertheless, his career is going to, unfortunately, I guess probably come to a close. I don't know if you can get an extra medical red shirt these days and come back for a 7th year, but just a bummer for him, of course. And LSU obviously lost Sunday night, so not good for them to be 0-1 without their starting tailback.
DeVier, where are you with Bodie's guy, Brian Kelly, down there?
I feel like, coaches get this, like they get this power, right? And they move up in the ranks as they, as they go. And I just feel like Brian Kelly is falling off. His momentum is fading. And this is like the last big one before he hits the super treadmill of mediocrity. It's like the Muschamps. I feel like Tom Herman had an upward trajectory. And I just feel like Brian Kelly's trajectory is.
But he had a pretty consistent stay of double-digit win seasons at Notre Dame.
I mean, yeah, but I just don't feel the magic from his teams right now. Like, I just don't. Even with all that talent with LSU last year, just didn't feel it. So, I mean,
didn't he kind of spurn you in recruitment, or just
no? He didn't spurn me. He recruited me hard. He just went to Notre Dame, and I went to Catholic school from kindergarten to 12th grade. I'm like, I'm not going to Catholic college. So it was
just too much.
It was just it was. I just
been there, done.
I was an altar boy. I was an altar boy. I had enough masses. I was like, yeah, I'm going to a public university.
Yeah,
nothing, no harm there. Yeah.
No, I get it. All right, there's our college football pulse. It was the first time in a very long time for one person in particular this past Saturday at the Shoe. Tell you exactly what next. It's the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
We have so many local shows, I can't fit them in a 10-second promo. So let's just say we're live and local all damn day. The Fan.
At Bob's Discount Furniture, when you find a complete dining set that seats 6 and comes with an extendable leaf for only $5.99.
Oh my, Bob.
And a sofa that doubles as a chaise and a bed and storage like my Playscape for only $9.99.
Oh my, Bob.
And a queen mattress with world-famous Bobapedic memory foam and an 18-year warranty like my Treasure for only $7.99.
Oh my, Bob.
Well, there's only one thing to say.
Oh my, Bob.
Bob's Discount Furniture, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
I'm proud to play for The Ohio State University. I remember earning my first Buckeye sticker on my helmet. It gave me pride, it gave me energy, and gave me another reason to win. To be a Buckeye football player like me, Emeka Ibuka, is to know I am part of a legacy. Weber Grills is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, and as a 72-year-old brand, they know a thing or two about legacies. To celebrate these shared legacies, Weber launched an officially licensed limited edition Ohio State Premium Kettle Grill, inspired by our iconic helmets. Get yours at a local Ohio retailers.
There's
There's one medical team in Central Ohio skilled enough to care for your favorite Ohio State team, and Buckeyes everywhere. The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center is your choice for the most highly specialized orthopedic and sports medicine care. Our surgeons, physicians, and physical therapists have access to the most advanced treatments and innovative recovery approaches to get you back in your game. Because on or off the field, our team is your team. The choice for your orthopedic care is clear.
Soy has been keeping secrets, and it's ready to share. Soybeans are among the most versatile agricultural products. They are used in creative ways you may have never realized to make products we all love and use every day. Ohio is leading the way, developing new uses for soybeans to support our changing world. Soy low-key slays, and I'm here for it. Learn more about soybeans at soysecrets.org. This ad brought to you by Ohio soybean farmers and their checkoff.
Go behind the scenes of one of the most recognizable landmarks in all of college athletics with a tour of Ohio Stadium. A seasoned redcoat will be your guide as you make your way through walls of the stadium, into the press box, and onto the field. Upgrade to the VIP package and get special access to the band center and the Ohio State home locker room. From corporate outings and school groups to single-person tours and small families, Ohio Stadium Tours offers a variety of options and pricing that will meet your needs. For more information, visit ohiostatebuckeyes.com and book your tour of Ohio Stadium today.
Hey Columbus, looking for the perfect day trip? Head to the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton. Dive into football history, see legendary players, and enjoy interactive exhibits. Fun for the whole family. Visit ProFootballHOF.com for tickets. The Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, where it's always football season.
Rise and shine, jabronis.
What a show this morning.
There's only one place where Buckeye legends lay the smackdown. Morning Juice with Bobby and Beamer.
Weekday mornings starting at 6.
Give me a juice box,
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
There's a place where mishaps don't mean missing out. Welcome to AAA's The Plus Side, where a AAA Plus membership means that an empty gas tank won't keep you from a full day. Where a flat tire doesn't have to deflate your mood. Where being locked out doesn't mean you'll be out of luck for long. And where a dead battery can't stop you from being the life of the party.
Looks like you're all set here. Have a good rest of the day.
Because on the plus side, roadside mishaps don't have to ruin your day. With AAA Plus, you're covered with the gold standard in roadside assistance, whenever and wherever you need it. Tire changes, battery swaps, and emergency fuel are just a tap, click, or call away. AAA gets to you faster, and if you need a tow, we'll take you further, anywhere within 100 miles. Become a AAA Plus member today and experience the peace of mind that comes when you live on the plus side. Towing is subject to a 7-day waiting period. Terms and conditions apply. Service is only available from AAA and CAA in North America.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Plenty of sunshine, light winds, and a perfect end of the day on Wednesday. Temperatures in the low to mid 80s. Overnight, we'll fall back down to the mid 50s. Clear skies and light winds. After a cool start, warming right back up in the afternoon. Plenty of sunshine, light southerly winds near 90 Thursday late in the day. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
The show where we pay people extra to host with Timmy Hall. This is the Buckeye Show.
That goes to DeVier Posey tonight. Love having our buddy in here for the Wednesday show. I'm Timmy Hall. The Bode man back there wearing his crisp new Team USA men's basketball championship shirt.
But he couldn't push three on. He couldn't push 3 on the quantity, huh? Couldn't push 3. That's all you got to do is just click 3. Just think about the boys.
See, DeVier, you get the big bucks for hosting. I don't get the big bucks for producing with Timmy Hall.
He doesn't get the contract fee.
Yeah. Still normal standard rate.
Why can't we just make extra for doing the job that they're paying us to do?
Yeah.
You know, you sign a contract, you do the work. Let's just have some more. How about that? No, DeVier was telling me he's been showing me listing after listing all show long of little items that he's got in his shopping cart.
No.
I mean, he
my wife listens to this.
He pulled up a little Mitchell and Ness. I think it was Mitchell and Ness, or maybe it wasn't, but that Ohio State Rose Bowl hat.
Yeah, you'll be seeing that one this season.
That looked nice.
You'll be seeing that.
Was that a corduroy hat?
I don't know. It had that kind of fabric, man.
Yeah, it looked like that was that'd be interesting to see.
Listen, man.
I don't know if I could rock the corduroy hat. I'm not sure if that.
You could.
If that would work.
You could. Tim, you should let me dress you one day.
I will.
Yeah.
Well, did you see my Seattle Supersonics hat that I got? I got that on Mitchell & Ness as well, and I did not know that it had a leather bill. I couldn't tell from the listing, and I guess I didn't read that carefully.
Yeah.
I just saw a black, bucket with the white bill.
Yeah.
But when I got it, I'm like, oh, shoot, this is leather.
Is it yellow leather?
No, it's white. So it's black hat, white leather bill.
That's fire.
And it's got the old, Sean Kemp, Detlef Schrempf, Gary Payton, Sam Perkins, the mid-90s logo for
Kevin
the
Durant?
Sonics.
Kevin
Not
Durant.
KD.
He played there a year.
No, he did, but
he had the Seahawks,
this specific, it was a darker green that had sort of that darker red to it that people, the 90s, when the Sonics made it to the finals and lost to MJ and the Bulls, it was that era of uniform that I'm talking about. Of all the defunct teams, what's the coolest one for you?
I really like I miss the Oilers. Their colors were just.
It's a crime that Houston, the Texans, I guess, if you want to say, lost that.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Oilers is correct.
Yeah, it's great. It's
Oilers
so
is the
good.
right answer.
Tennessee,
you hit it.
Give it up.
That baby blue and red.
End of discussion.
Yeah, the baby blue and red was solid.
We're not going to mention another team. That's the one.
That you missed their memorabilia?
You go on to the Fanatics site. I know everybody hates Fanatics, but what am I going to tell you? They're the ones that have all of it, okay?
No, Fanatics
what am I going to
has
say?
a great business plan.
They have a Houston Oilers tab because they have a special section for historic teams.
Yeah.
And that's where I went to search for my Vancouver Grizzlies, not Memphis.
Yep.
And the Seattle Supersonic stuff for my souvenirs.
Yep.
And there's an Oilers tab that must be 9 pages deep. I'm talking, how badass would it be if I came in here with a baby blue Eddie George jersey?
Earl Campbell.
Earl Campbell, number 34.
Throw on that Earl Campbell, man.
Earl. Warren Moon, the number 1. Come on. Man on the moon.
Yep.
He was a Washington Husky. Big Ten legend.
Yep.
Warren Moon.
You're taking him?
Big Ten legend. Yeah, so, hey, we hadn't really talked about Chip Kelly now being a part of this football program, and this was such a big storyline in the offseason. Were you able to really tell, DeVier, the Chip Kelly wrinkles just one game in?
I just thought the mixture of plays was Chip really just putting up a lot of window dressing. Traditionally Chip is speed on offense. I know that we'll have that type of operation and we'll be able to put that in there, and I'm pretty sure I have some special things up, but just the array of things that he's doing now, you can tell that his bag is so deep. Like Matty Ice always talks about this Cheesecake Factory menu when it comes to calling plays. The thing about Chip, he can mix personnels, he can mix tempos. And just for a defense, do you understand how hard that is to prepare for everything? We only have 4 practices. It's like, all right, we're going to go over tempo all fast today. We're going to go over these It just gives defenses a lot to prepare for, and Ohio State was just operating at the tip of the iceberg this weekend.
Mention how long it had been, and I don't care if you had experience with something when you transition to another part of your career and then going back to doing something a certain way that you did it, and it's been a decade or longer, there has to be some type of adjustment. And you'll actually hear Dave Biddle, who is coming up right here at the top of the 8 o'clock hour, because we'll hit On the Money, Scotty Vegas, and Dave Biddle. We'll get you some of your best bets and all that good stuff. And he had the question here to Chip Kelly about what a long time it had been.
When was the last time you coached from the press box? And how did that go on?
2008. That was the last time when I was a coordinator.
How did that go on Saturday? What'd you think?
We practiced it, so every time we've gone to the stadium, we've had an opportunity to do that. So kind of got settled and familiar up there. It's a great view. I think as the games get into October and November, people are going to be a little bit jealous of where I get to be on game day and not on the sideline. But the communication system, so you're not right next to the coaching staff on the field, but we had no issues from a communication standpoint, the ability to communicate that. So It was good. It's a different perspective. I think you can see the game better from up top, and I think you can feel the game better from the field. And I don't think that'll ever change. So, but you can't, because you can't be in both places.
Dude, 2008. Yeah. 2008. Mm-hmm. And then Saturday, back up in the box.
Yep. I mean, hey, you got to get back to your roots sometime, Tim.
I mean, that's where, you've seen some coordinators like to be down there on the field level.
Yeah.
Some coaches like to be in the mix so they can have a personal conversation with their quarterback, with their guy. I mean, how much footage did we always see of Bill O'Brien just screaming at Tom Brady, right, when he was with the New England Patriots?
Teapot is what they call him.
That also might have been when Bill O'Brien was the quarterback's coach, though, and not the offensive coordinator.
Tom Brady calls Bill O'Brien Teapot because he'll just steam up and blow his top. But I think for Chip Kelly, and he had an interview pregame, and it made so much sense to me. He said, I can organize my thoughts better up there. Like in between transitions of defense being on the field, special teams being on the field, you can kind of just get back to ground zero, set up, hey, this is the looks we gave them. This is what I want to go with. They're giving me this. And Tim, can you imagine like calling plays, going over, congratulating the players, then coming, walking down the sideline, trying to get a moment of solace to get prepared on the sideline when, Ryan Day is over there. And it's just like, he probably still has like immediate head coach, like reactions to flags. You know what I mean? So
I would agree.
It's good that he's up there and he can just block himself off from all of that distraction that he was just doing for the last, 10, 15 years.
Who was the coach? Was it one of Cincy's coaches last year it was a Buffalo Bills coordinator? Do either of you guys remember this?
And he was a former head coach and he tried to throw a challenge flag and didn't have one?
No. It was just a clip of someone losing their mind. And I'm not saying that Chip would lose his mind, but I kind of thought of that when you were saying might be good for the little bit of separation so he doesn't have any of those head coach tendencies on the sideline. But there was a clip of someone that just absolutely lost it. Took the Surface Pro. They just lost the game on something stupid. Like you felt the frustration and anger.
Was this Miami going for it? Somebody being pissed.
God, I think it was somebody. I think it was one of the Bills coaches because I think they had some trouble in the early part of the season. But I'll have to find that, and I'm sure you guys are listening and you know exactly what I'm talking about. But hey, naming this Buckeye a captain of his NFL team was considered a no-brainer around the squad. We'll fill you in next. DeVier's in. It's the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
If the sound of another man slammed against plexiglass turns you on, you've come to the right place. Proud to be your home for Jackets hockey. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
This September, Diamonds Direct's ultimate offer is back. Stronger than ever. Diamonds Direct helps you get the perfect jewelry gift with 0% interest. That's right. Enjoy 5 years of 0% financing on any Diamonds Direct purchase. It's your chance to get her the perfect ring with 0 interest and comfortable monthly payments that fit your budget. But act fast. This offer ends September 30th. For details and more, visit diamondsdirect.com. Spread your payments over 5 years with 0 interest on approved credit. Only at Diamonds Direct. Your love, our passion.
If you're listening to this and you're not already keeping it easy in your backyard with a Bud Light, well, consider this message a gentle reminder. Your backyard is waiting, and so is that Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Bud Light. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hey friends, Brandon Beam here for Truehold. Home values in the city, well, they're sky high. We know that. You have a ton of equity. Your financial advisor thinks the market is peaked. So if you're thinking about selling, it's the right time. Except for 2 things. High interest rates are going to burn you on a new home loan, and you're not ready to move. Savvy financial advisors suggest Truehold's new Sell and Stay program. It's ingenious because they buy your home now while its value is high, but you can stay in your home as long as you want with an easy, affordable lease. Pretty smart, right? Truehold is going to make you a solid cash offer, not a lowball offer like the others, and it's based on your home's current value. The cash is yours to travel, pay off bills, secure your retirement, and do whatever you want with it. It's your cash. And again, you can stay in your home with a comfortable lease. Truehold covers property taxes, insurance, and maintenance. See how much Truehold will pay for your home today. Call 1-855-300-9993 or visit Truehold.com. The smarter, faster way to cash out on your home's value without moving. Again, that's Truehold.com.
Come into your local AAA Car Care Plus and save $80 on select sets of 4 Nokian tires. Only at AAA Car Care Plus locations. And on the plus side, AAA members save more. Offer ends September 14th. See store for details.
It's Football Saturday as the Buckeyes welcome in Western Michigan. No, Connor Stallions wasn't on their sideline. That was Central Michigan.
Live fan coverage starts Saturday at 2 with a kick at 7:30.
Your home of the Buckeyes, The Fan.
Integrity, honesty, and quality. Words we live by here at Monogram Homes. Hi, this is Dina. And at Monogram Homes, we strive to bring your wants to your man cave, your needs to your kitchen, and your ideas to life. Most home builders claim to be custom, but starting with stock floor plans and templates isn't our idea of a tailored experience. At Monogram Homes, we start with a blank slate and work with you until you get exactly what you want. So start your true custom home journey today with a builder you can trust. Monogram Homes. Visit us online at monogramhomes.net.
Dormar, your climate hero.
Dorn, what's that guy yelling about in my noisemaker?
Dormar, your climate hero.
Your climate hero, you fossil?
What's a climate hero?
That's Dormar, our same-day heating and AC company we've used for 60 years.
Who?
Dormar, your climate hero.
Come on, Dad, you laugh every time you hear their tidy-whitey commercials.
Yep, those are funnier.
Dormar, your climate hero.
The future of recycling is now at Rumpke Waste and Recycling. The recycling leader has opened North America's largest, most technologically advanced recycling center right here in Central Ohio. This one-of-a-kind facility features interactive displays, educational opportunities, and the ability to process over 60 tons of recycled material per hour. Rumpke is committed to recycling and sustainability efforts. And for more than 90 years, Rumpke has worked to make sure the items you place in your recycling bin get used again. Visit Rumpke.com to learn how you can team with Rumpke to put less trash in our landfills and more of it to good use.
In partnership with AEP, Donato's, Huntington, Kroger, The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center, and 10 TV, Ohio State Athletics strives to inspire the community to make a positive impact on children and families in the great state of Ohio through our Buckeyes Care initiative. Buckeyes Care is dedicated to fostering a caring community. The goal of Buckeyes Care is to build a culture of care, one Buckeye at a time. Show and share your support in the community by using the hashtag Buckeyes Care.
The Buckeye Show is sponsored by CareSource, proud to be your home for Ohio State Athletics. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
The show that knows how to throw a big, giant Buckeye party. You're listening to The Buckeye Show.
All right, having a good time on a Wednesday night. Timmy Hall, DeVier Posey, and the Bodeman. Party on, DeVier.
Party on, Tim.
Party on, Bodie.
Oh, party on, Timmy.
You know, DeVier just showed me something disturbing.
The way he described it in the break, I don't know that I need to see it.
How the hell did we get there?
Watch this. This is crazy.
We might be the only 3 people in the city that know about this.
No.
I don't know how you saw this. This isn't hitting my algorithms, but I'm back there.
The comments are crazy.
DeVier picked up a basketball and, hit a couple of shots, and we got the, ping pong table there, but there's no... I don't think I've ever played ping pong with Bodie. So I just grabbed a ping pong ball and I'm just throwing it off the wall, just bouncing off the wall. And then what? You come in here and say what?
Someone just set the world record for catching a ping pong ball with his mouth. And so I showed Tim the video, and it's the comments are where you get everything done right there.
But who thinks about this? Who ever thought about throwing a ping pong ball off a wall and then catching it in the mouth
and setting the world record? Where did the world record come from? Right?
How's there a world record for that? It's too stupid to have a world record. Right?
Yeah. No, it's not.
You show me the social media clip of this guy, and he's just like, wah, 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 wah. That's what the video looks like. The ping pong ball goes all the way inside his mouth, and then he sort of shoots it right back out.
Yeah.
It's the same ping pong ball. It's disgusting. It's bouncing off the wall. It's going into his mouth. It's sick.
Just if you catch it on Instagram, just take the time and go to the comments. It will be all the entertainment you need.
But everybody listening is like, what the hell are you talking about? I don't know. I have no idea. So let's talk about the Cincinnati Bengals, because I'm dying to get your take on 2 things here. For one, how cool is it that Vonn Bell, from the 2014 national championship team. You talk about good secondaries. The Buckeyes have one right now.
He's very underrated
that
in the safety talks in Ohio State history.
I love that. I love that you said that because back in 2014, he was a big part of that defense. He was a big recruit too, and he was a good player, and we know he was a good player.
Mm-hmm.
But I think more in an NFL sense, even when he was with the Saints, before he was really a highly touted guy, and I still don't think he's a highly touted guy, but I've always respected him in the league and how he just hits hard, he raps, he tackles, he's always in the right spot doing his job, and I love to see that he's got those team leadership things. They call it like they love him so much in Cincinnati that he could leave the organization, come back, and boom, right there. I mean, the way the team website was calling it, Joe Burrow, no-brainer, but for defense, Vonn Bell, no-brainer to be a team captain. And he is, and that's awesome. Good for him.
Yeah, no, I just think in terms of, Ohio State safeties, you got guys that just rank up really high. Jack Tatum, Malcolm Jenkins. Malcolm Jenkins played in national championship games, won Super Bowls. But in terms of Mike Doss, right? Dante Hittner, those guys, for me, Vonn Bell is right up there in that
that's nice. Nice praise.
Like number 3, number 4 Ohio State all-time categories. I mean, he's approaching.
Damn, that's nice.
I mean, he's a national champion, Tim. Yeah. I mean, he's approaching year 10 in the league. He's played in huge NFL games. I think he was on the Super Bowl team with the Bengals.
Oh, he was a big player in that AFC Championship game. They got him there.
Absolutely.
Big
I mean, and the thing about Vonn Bell is he's one of the ones that we often forget about. We often forget about him. I'm looking at this 11 Warriors. They don't even have Vonn Bell in the top 10. It's absolute disgrace.
Who they got?
They got.
You said the assassin, right?
Well, Jack Tatum isn't on this list, and it could be like.
Are you just looking at DBs, or are you looking at corners?
No, I'm looking at specifically Ohio State safeties.
What is the list? I want to know what's the top 5.
For some reason, top 5. Well, I can give you 4 through 5. I got Malik, Walter Taylor, Garcia Lane, Kelvin Bell, Mike Doss is at 9, 8, Kurt Coleman at 9, Gary Berry, and
Mike Doss at 9.
It's pretty low. But I just feel like Dante Hittner was a big one for me, and I love just calling him Hittner, not Whitner. He really played almost 3 years and got out of here. Had some big time in San Francisco. But Vonn Bell, man, just getting a captain spot, just solidifying his career, national championship here. He'll be a Buckeye legend forever, man.
I see Mike Doss. Yeah, I think I saw the link that you were seeing.
Are you agreeing with that one?
And this is from something done back in 2020. And then there are some metric looking numbers in a list at the bottom of the article that I don't really have time to see exactly what's going into it. But I think it's looking at specific seasons. I think that's how they're doing it.
I got you.
And I don't think that's how you do it, right? You're not looking at any one season. You're thinking about the player as a whole and his lifespan at Ohio State. Mm-hmm. I can't, in any world, see how Mike Doss would not be in the top 5.
Yeah.
I mean, he was just incredible on that national championship team.
We got to ask Tyvis.
Just incredible.
We got to ask Tyvis if he's in the top 5.
What do you? Come on. You shouldn't ask him. You don't want to ask him. Apparently there is something that they have down there in Cincinnati called the Crack of Vonn workouts. Gotta love that play on words.
Yeah.
Legendary early morning Crack of Vonn workouts. His presence has been immense. Linebacker Logan Wilson said in the spring, quote, "It's like he never left." Overtime interception in the 2021 AFC title game, like we talked about, helped pave the way to the Super Bowl. Yeah. Good to see Vonn. Good to see Vonn doing good things. I got to know, where do you stand on the Jamar Chase situation?
Well, I want him to get the deal done. I saw him out at practice today. So
it's always just limited, though, in individual drills and not full throttle.
Yeah, so it seems like they're working towards a deal. I mean, obviously, I saw a clip from Schefter that said Joe Burrow's deal got done, a couple days, maybe even the night before their first game. So the Bengals like to work into the wee hours in terms of keeping their leverage on the negotiations with the players. But Zach Taylor definitely wants his guy out there. He probably definitely is at this point going upstairs like, is he paid yet? Is he paid yet? Because I'm making my game plan this week, and I need one out there. So hope they get it done. I would love to see Uno in a Bengals jersey for a very long time. I would love for him to retire as a Bengal. So let's get it done. I'm not mad at Jamar. I'm not mad at the Bengals management. It's just negotiations and leverage. And that's it. And it sometimes you just need time for it to get all, balanced out.
Oh, yeah. He was out there with the team and running a few routes. So good to see him lined up and with the rest of his teammates the way it's supposed to look in a certain way. But he's got to get ramped up now. And I don't care how much you've been working on the side and on your own. I'm sure he has been.
Yep.
But it's like you said, right? It's just different. It's different. You need some time with your guys.
No, you got to get out there. And I mean, just in terms of football conditioning, Tim, like there's a time where your body gets to being able to play when you're tired. And the only way to do that is practice playing tired. So you need that time. And I'm hoping he gets his reps going. But I heard that they might just use him in limited situations like red zone or, third down situations. At least
for the first week or two, maybe.
Yeah,
I mean, they're playing the Patriots at home.
So if you can get through
screw this up.
Yeah, if you can get through that time, put him in the red zone, put him in at a certain amount of just have him on a pitch count.
Throw it to your other unhappy receiver who wanted a big deal, and T. Higgins.
Put him on a pitch count. Put him on a pitch count and work him in slowly.
Yeah. So your team, Chase, as far as whose side you would be on all the way.
I mean, absolutely. I mean, I think he's played. You look at some of the top receivers consistently over time. I mean, this guy, if A.J. Brown has played in the Super Bowl and got paid and he's in the top 5, I think Jamar Chase has done those same things. I think
it's really just about
top 3 for sure.
It's really just about when he's getting paid. That's the only issue. Because obviously on merit and his talent is right up there at the top of the NFL as one of the best receivers, and it's not
has to be in the next.
That's not the issue. Yeah, it's just how early before the contract is up are you going to agree to rip it up and say, you know what, you're too good for that contract? Yeah. And there's not a ton of examples, if I'm not wrong, right?
Yeah.
Most guys get it 1 year before their rookie contract is up. This would be 2 years before the rookie contract is up.
Yep.
So that's where the issue is. And it's understandable on both sides, which is that's why this has been so tricky. That's why it's been so difficult, because Jamar knows what he's worth based on how good of a football player he is, and the owners say, "Well, we don't want to break the bank." But it's all so dumb because in the end, it's going to happen because you got to have that guy out there to be a good football team.
Absolutely,
you need him.
Absolutely. I imagine in the next 72 hours he's going to get an email to his phone, probably early in the morning, and it's going to say, disbursement issued. And it's going to be a big number, Tim.
I love that. Hopefully they get that penny for him.
Oh, yeah, he wants that penny.
Or hopefully
he has to have that penny. Penny more than Justin Jefferson.
He gets the number. They ain't going to have a whole lot of money left, though. That's for sure.
That'd be good.
With Joe and Jamar making that kind of bank, there is not going to be a whole lot of money left. By the way, I'm sure our friends on the Morning Juice will be talking some NFL tomorrow at 8:05 when Albert Breer makes his weekly hit. So you can catch some good stuff with the Juice tomorrow morning right here. The very best with the Bucks on the social fronts. It's got us getting to know a future Buckeye a little bit better. # Buckeyes. Next, it's the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
The sound of Paul Keels calling a Buckeye game is erotic.
Oh, yes.
Your home of the Buckeyes, the Fan, Ohio sports destination.
At Bob's Discount Furniture, when you find a complete dining set that seats 6 and comes with an extendable leaf for only $5.99.
Oh, my Bob.
And a sofa that doubles as a chaise and a bed and storage like my Playscape for only $9.99.
Oh, my Bob.
And a queen mattress with world-famous Bob-O-Pedic memory foam and an 18-year warranty like my Treasure for only $7.99.
Oh, my Bob.
Well, there's only one thing to say.
Oh, my Bob.
Bob's Discount Furniture, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Hey, Buckeye fans. As the official wing sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, Roosters is kicking off an incredible giveaway you won't want to miss. This football season, we're giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences. 3 drawings, 12 winners with prizes including tickets, sideline passes, and 2 trips to a Buckeye playoff game. Go to roosterswings.com to register and see all the details. 3 drawings, 12 amazing prizes. Register today and every day. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
I'm proud to play for The Ohio State University. I remember earning my first Buckeye sticker on my helmet. It gave me pride, it gave me energy, and gave me another reason to win. To be a Buckeye football player like me, Emeka Ibuka, is to know I am part of a legacy. Weber Grills is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, and as a 72-year-old brand, they know a thing or two about legacies. To celebrate these shared legacies, Weber launched an officially licensed limited edition Ohio State Premium Kettle Grill, inspired by our iconic helmets. Get yours at a local Ohio retailers.
Go behind the scenes of one of the most recognizable landmarks in all of college athletics with a tour of Ohio Stadium. A seasoned redcoat will be your guide as you make your way through walls of the stadium, into the press box, and onto the field. Upgrade to the VIP package and get special access to the band center and the Ohio State home locker room. From corporate outings and school groups to single-person tours and small families, Ohio Stadium Tours offers a variety of options and pricing that will meet your needs. For more information, visit ohiostatebuckeyes.com and book your tour of Ohio Stadium today.
Did you know we have another station? More Buckeyes, more play-by-play, more everything.
Set your second preset to AM 1460 or 97.1 FM HD2 or listen on the Fan app.
Your home for almost too much football. The Fan.
Hey, it's Anthony for the Good Feet store. 3 words for me: pain-free summer. Spent probably 30 hours walking around the Memorial Tournament and felt awesome with my personal arch supports from the Good Feet store in my everyday kicks. Sure, every now and then we all get random foot pain from pickleball or golf or just being a human being. Having my personally fit arch supports in my shoes has made a massive difference. And even right after I put them in, didn't take long to feel much more supported and aligned, and it's so easy to just move them into any pair. Before I had them, I dreaded being on my feet for any length of time. Well, you have nothing to lose but the pain, as they say. It's a free fitting and test walk. Try them for yourself. See the difference it can make. It did for me. And best of all, you can wear them home. 2 locations on Polaris Parkway and Stringtown Road, or schedule an appointment at goodfeet.com. The Good Feet store, America's arch supports experts.
Direct Auto Insurance is for uncompromisers. The people who refuse to make trade-offs in life. Like Kelly, when her old car insurance got so expensive that she couldn't afford to drive anymore, do you think she started carrying her groceries for miles? No. But she did find Direct Auto's savings that allowed her to drive instead of compromise. With savings of up to 25%, you too can stop compromising and keep driving. Get a quote today at directauto.com. Savings based on applied discounts and will vary. Terms apply. How you buy can affect price. National General Group, Winston-Salem.
This Saturday, choose chill and grab a Coors Light. Press play on Ohio State football and pause on everything else. We know there's nothing like game day in Columbus. So whether you're at the tailgate, the bar, or just watching from home, choose the one beer that's made for Ohio State game day. Coors Light, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics 2024. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. 21 means 21. Celebrate responsibly.
It's almost Football Friday. All play and no work.
Sponsored by Tansky Sawmill Toyota.
Your home for football, The Fan. Social media can be a cesspool. Allow us to navigate the waters. # Buckeyes.
Sponsored by The Waterworks. Trust the pros at The Waterworks for all your plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling needs. Visit thewaterworks.com today to get started.
Timmy and DeVier, all you fine Buckeye fans hanging out with us on the show on a Wednesday. The Boatman back there as well. So when I go to our own Twitter and X account at 971thefan. That's always a good place to check. You can keep tabs with anything that we're doing here on the radio station. You can see one of our newer gals. She's our digital Ohio State content creator, Stephanie Odie. She'll do some sort of, TV packages up there. We post them up on the Twitter and X feed. And she's got some practice reports that she does. You can see something from her breaking down the press conference sounds from Ryan Day, Chip Kelly, and Will Howard as the Buckeyes are improving and heading into week 2 here against Western Michigan, the 7:30 kickoff. But you can also check out our fan poll every single day. I think Mark the Shark is still the man at the wheel, just stewing over that fan poll question. So I give it to you, DeVier. Besides Ohio State, which game involving a Big Ten team are you most interested in watching this weekend? Texas at Michigan, Iowa State at Iowa, Cyhawk, baby. Colorado at Nebraska, we've discussed it. And Boise State at Oregon. Oh, the LeGarrette Blunt Punch-A-Dude classic.
It's not on the blue field.
What a clean shot that was by LeGarrette, huh?
Man, he missed the whole season.
Sit your ass down.
He missed the whole season for that day.
By that, I meant the guy that he punched.
Oh, yeah.
Sit down.
That was a good shot. But no, I want to see this Michigan team versus Texas. It's going to be up there. It's going to be absolutely crazy. It's going to be great on the eyes. Quinn Ewers. We'll see if he's picked up and if he's retained the hate for Michigan that he learned his freshman year here at Ohio State. So no game bigger than that, Tim. I mean, this weekend we're starting to ramp up here in terms of these big games, these matchups with this new league alignment. Like, this is what I was excited for with the new leagues, Tim. Games like this. Like our games like USC at Michigan or, us in Oregon. So this is the start of it. We're just rolling down the hill, man.
I'm looking at Ohio State's. That's actually it's not the football account. It's just the main Ohio State Athletics Twitter account, at Ohio State Athletics. And it says, get to know Ohio State football freshman running back James Peoples. James Peoples got a touchdown this weekend.
First touch.
He also lost the ball but got it back, and the cameras caught Coach Loxley giving him an earful. Did you see that?
No,
Probably just one of those things. And I felt for James because it was a rep where he just wouldn't go down. He was fighting, man. You got to fight for that inch. And you got to hold on to the football, too, when you're done fighting for that inch. But he kind of spun around, so his eyes weren't able to be downfield at that time. And an Akron dude was just right there when he finished his spin and just pop.
Yeah.
So he was fighting, but he kept it. But here he is. I'm just watching it through here because I got the CC on. Oh, his favorite car, dream car. I love the lingo. I love the lingo these days. Lamb truck. Do you know what that means?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Lamborghini truck.
Yeah. I think he's talking about the SUV. He's talking about the Urus. Lamborghini Urus is a sharp car.
Yeah.
Hobbies, he says he actually likes to go to Top Golf a lot.
Okay, James, get on that course.
He also says eating is a hobby. You see, if Tyvis were here, I'd say, Tyvis, people eat for fun. It's something that we do. It's fun to eat. Sometimes we have to eat for meals, but sometimes we just want to eat because it tastes good.
But at the same time, Tim, he's a freshman. He's bulking up. He's probably trying to get to like 230, 225. He's coming from high school. He's on the Barati by Marati plan. So, man, just eating to gain weight, Tim. I wish I could do that still.
What do you think James Peoples' height weight is? What do you think he's at right now?
I'm going to go 5'10", 215.
And there's nothing wrong with that, is there?
No, there's not. But it just has a back. You gotta always be gaining.
5'10", 203. Yeah, all right.
That was close.
Let's bulk that up a little bit. His GOAT, his football GOAT, Tom Brady, TB12. Running backs, though, he gives love to Walter Payton. Good man. Sweetness. Good man. And then he says, but Barry Sanders. He says that one speaks for itself. Disney movie. He is the Princess and the Frog. Favorite song, Your Power by Lecrae.
I love it.
You know that one?
Yeah. Well, I like Lecrae.
And let's see. Anything else that he's going through here? Favorite athlete. Says he grew up an Ohio State fan. Family's from Ohio, but I'm from Texas. So I watched a lot of Zeke and JK. So Zeke has been my favorite athlete for a long time now. Zeke for sure. Favorite pair of shoes, the Travis Scotts. Says he wears the black ones all the time. I like the slides that he has. He's sitting there wearing a pair of Champion slides. And the flap that goes across the slide is just a giant Champion C. It is big and gaudy, and I love it. I love how Champion is trying to get back into the game.
The Champion is fighting.
It's great.
It's fighting. And I mean, to me, you just can't beat a Champion.
Oh, just a classic sweatshirt, right?
Gray with a Champion on the wrist collar right there.
Bodie, you could walk into a Meijer today and find some Champion gear. In the men's section.
Yeah.
Oh,
Myers.
My mistake. Get you going into the Myers.
There you go.
Get me some eggs. Go and check out the men's section.
I'll do that.
And Kroger's.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, DeVier.
Love Myers. I could live there.
Myers? You're not a Target guy?
No.
Gotcha.
Love Target, but I love Myers more.
I don't think I've been there.
That's disappointing, DeVier. Hey, it was fun doing the show to you. To you. Fun doing the show to you.
Yeah, Tim.
And with you.
Absolutely.
Tonight.
Anytime to you.
A DeVier Day Wednesday. We're going to have some fun tomorrow. We're going to have a full throttle Buckeye show. We're going to have all these seats filled tomorrow as we do our Thursday show. It's going to be a lot of fun. Make sure you check it out right here at 6 on the money. Coming up next on The Fan.
There's nothing Bo Bishop can't do well, except find competent co-hosts. Bishop and Friends.
Weekdays from 9 to noon.
The Fan.
In partnership with AEP, Donatos, Huntington, Kroger, The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center, and 10 TV, Ohio State Athletics strives to inspire the community to make a positive impact on children and families in the great state of Ohio through our Buckeyes Care initiative. Buckeyes Care is dedicated to fostering a caring community. The goal of Buckeyes Care is to build a culture of care, one Buckeye at a time. Show and share your support in the community by using the hashtag BuckeyesCare.
Things are popping at Al's Delicious Popcorn. With over 80 flavors to choose from, we have something for everyone. From classics like caramel cashew, white cheddar, and our famous vanilla butternut to new flavors like chicken and waffles and spicy barbecue. They are all made fresh and they are all delicious. Visit us online at alspopcorn.com or come see us and experience the best service in town at 1500 Bethel Road in Columbus. Al's Delicious Popcorn.
It's game day at Raising Cane's. If you want to order like a Buckeye, it's the action off the field you need to focus on. The only play you're running is chicken. So what combo are you picking? Make it a perfect season. We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce. And jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. All available to order online or on our app. This season is about to be unbeatable. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love. Proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Hey Columbus, looking for the perfect day trip? Head to the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton. Dive into football history, see legendary players, and enjoy interactive exhibits. Fun for the whole family. Visit ProFootballHOF.com for tickets. The Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, where it's always football season.
They're trained. They're prepared. Let's do it. They're Ohio's undefeated plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling team. And they're here to tackle your problems. For plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling, there's only one team. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better results. Call the Waterworks at 614-232-2222 or visit them online at thewaterworks.com. A proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Need inspiration? Shop Kroger for thousands of appetizing ingredients that inspire countless mouth-watering meals with savings beyond low prices. Like digital coupons worth over $600 each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. So you can get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
Check out this fresh deal on ground beef. 80% lean ground beef in 3-pound packages is only $3.99 a pound with your card. Kroger, fresh